spent years playing hyper straight roles, dressing as a woman, and positioning himself a certain way publicly. To him, money and optics matter more than transparency, and that's fine, but now it's got him backed into a corner because instead of living his truth, he now seems forced to defend and protect somebody as vile and disgusting and dangerous as Diddy, a literal monster. Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Danielle. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you can do me a favor and you decide that you are enjoying this video, please give me a like and consider subscribing. Also guys, I just got Rumble, so if you're on there and you want to give me a follow, I would really appreciate it. I will put my link, the link to my page in the description. I'm new at this, so cut me some slack. But yeah, go ahead and give me a follow or a like or whatever it's called, because I definitely need more friends over there. All right, so if there's one thing I've learned in this life, it's that the devil works hard, but 50 Cent works harder. I still don't understand why people want to beef with him, why people want to go toe to toe with this man. When are people gonna learn not to with 50 Cent? Because you're not gonna win. He does this for a living. He lives for this shit. He is a professional troll. If you decide to beef with 50 Cent, you're going down. There's no other way to put it. You are going down. I want to give a quick shout out to a channel called The Celebrity Junk, because they did most of the research for this video. I mean, I found a lot more clips by just doing my own research, but they're the whole reason why I found out about this situation. But I didn't want to just lazily rip their content, so I figured I'll just break it down to you in my own words and own commentary. And I just want to give a little disclaimer before we start this video that I love the gays. We love the gays over here. We love the gays on this channel. That's not where any of this is coming from, so let's just get that straight. Or gay. You know me, I'm just here for the cheeseman and for the drama. And speaking of that, a lot of you on my last video posted about the allegations against Nick Fuentes. And after reading those, I did do a little bit of digging and I saw all the things. I saw the Catboy thing. I saw the gay porn that popped up when he was on live. So I just want to thank you guys for pointing all of this out so that I could look it up for myself, because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a lot. It was hilarious. I actually watched a video that was a tier list of Nick Fuentes' gay moments, and it was iconic. So yeah, I appreciate it very much. I had a good time. I thought it was very funny, but actually, damn it, I wish I could do a poll on this, but I want to ask you guys, do you guys think Nick Fuentes is gay? It's an interesting question because we all know where he stands, but give me a thumbs up in the comment section if you believe this, or a thumbs down if you don't. So again, the question I am posing is, do you think Nick Fuentes is a closeted gay? Again, I don't care either way. That's not the point in this video. It's just for a little giggle, a little laugh, just having a little fun here because it's funny given what I saw recently. And this is not about hating Nick or loving him. It's just for a little laugh. I'm never going to shame somebody for being gay. What people do behind closed doors, what people do in their bedroom is none of my business. It's never going to be any of my business. And same with the people we're going to be discussing in this video. It's not the point of it. There is a bigger issue at hand in this video besides the fact that the person we're going to be discussing may or may not be gay. But yeah, I just wanted to bring up the Nick thing before we get into this because it's something that I recently discovered and I want to know what you guys think. Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning of all this drama where Marlon Wayans, which if you don't know, he's an actor, a very famous actor. He was in White Chicks and I always forget the name. Don't Be a Menace to South Central, While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. He was in Little Man. He's in a bunch of movies, right? Well, this whole drama started when he went on Big Boy in the Morning. I think it was Big Boy in the Morning. I'm not 100% positive, but I know for sure he was talking with Big Boy and they were asking him if he had seen the Diddy documentary, which if you don't know, the Diddy documentary was created and produced by 50 Cent. And so this was his response that kind of snowballed into this whole mess.
Hey Marlon, have you seen that the documentary, the 50 Cent?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
For Diddy?
I haven't seen it.
Oh man, you working
Everybody
hard.
telling me you got to see it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
probably don't want to see it.
You probably don't.
Because it's all skewed, man. Like when you put stuff together, you create whatever narratives you want to, and at the end of the day, everybody being programmed. You know, right now the man's serving time.
Right.
You know, he went before the court. The court said this, and everything is God. But God said this is what he got to do. He got to do 5 years in pen. Let him do his 5 years.
It's funny how he said, oh, this is all skewed. It's one thing if like 50 Cent was just on there talking trash about Diddy, but he wasn't. There's so many other people involved in this. There's so many people that made these allegations and can corroborate all of this. So it's not just like 50 sitting there trying to convince people of something. There are so many people involved in this. So then he goes on. Here's the second clip.
We ain't baby all close.
Nah, you stupid.
But yo, look, Puff is
Nah. You working with
I've known
Pac?
Puff for 30 years.
You saw Big before he passed?
Yeah.
Bro, so you're close. And Jack, what were you saying?
In the documentary, there was insinuations of, that Diddy possibly had something to do with both Tupac and Biggie. And,
Who's telling the story, right? You can skew
People very close to the situation.
but you can create any narrative as a producer and as a director and as a storyteller. I can create a narrative. I could be like, you know what?
You have?
I could create a narrative.
Well,
I
we
could be
see it all the time on reality shows. Like,
Nah,
on
yeah,
reality
that's right.
shows,
Yeah,
that's
you-
how
you're
they
creating
create
a
you write a
narrative.
character.
Yeah, you can create a narrative, but not only was there so much evidence in the trial, but so many people there's so many people that have made allegations against Diddy, horrible allegations, and I do believe that he's responsible for Tupac and Biggie's death. Not only that, but I firmly believe, this is just my opinion, but I believe he has other bodies as well, because this guy is a literal monster. He's a vile monster.
It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's true. I can get interviews. I can do this. I can get footage. And I could make you think this about that person.
Nah, for sure, yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's true.
No, but when you have so many people and so much evidence, like, use your brain. There's more evidence and witnesses to prove that it is true than there is showing that it isn't. You know what I mean?
So for me, I think, look, 50 and Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal. It's
Well,
between
people are saying 50's wrong for doing it, but 50's right for doing it. It's divided.
It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck.
Down on his luck. He's acting like he lost his job or something, or like he got a traffic ticket or something. Down on his luck? Are you kidding me? Down on his luck is crazy.
And 50's kicking a man when he's down.
God is going to.
If 50 ever luck turn up on 50, that you got to be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do.
So yeah, to defend Diddy in the big ass age of 2025, almost 2026, after learning everything we did during the trial, after learning everything he did to Cassie with those dudes, grooming, even to murder allegedly, and again, I do believe he murdered more people than just Tupac and Biggie, in my opinion. But regardless of all of that, I believe Diddy is a disgusting, despicable, vile, gross, deranged, evil, sick f***. And the majority of people agree. So to go on here and defend him is a crazy choice. It's a crazy choice. Okay, so after all of this, obviously 50 found out that Marlon Wayans was on here basically defending Diddy and talking shit about the documentary. I mean, I feel like he was insinuating that 50 was spinning a narrative and, kind of like lying. So 50 wasn't too happy about this. And then these two started having the craziest back and forth on Instagram. It started with 50 posting this photo of Marlon Wayans as white chicks, and the caption says, "Keep my name out your mouth, boy." And then after that, I really don't know why Marlon Wayans decided to even respond at all on his Instagram page, because you're not gonna win. Dude, 50 is a professional troll. This is his arena. He loves this shit. He lives for this shit. So for you to decide to go toe-to-toe with this man was not a smart choice. But regardless, Marlon Wayans decides to post this photo of 50 saying 12 years of slave, and the caption says, "Now let's think about this, 50." But 50 doesn't have to think about shit. He's already thought about it. He's 10 steps ahead. He loves this. He's ready. He wants all the smoke. You, sir, you Marlon Wayans, you're the one who needs to think about this, because then 50 posts this video.
Never, those aren't the type of parties that I go to. I don't frequent those type of parties, and even if I go, like I said, been doing Diddy parties for 15 years, and I must say, you never let me down, Puff. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Good times, people. I've never seen any of this. I'm like, when I hear about it, when did that happen?
Then I'm not quite sure exactly what order these posts go in. So if these are not in exact order, don't come for me. Don't go crazy on me. I'm just trying to give you guys an idea of the back and forth that these two had. So then Marlon Wayans posts this photo of Diddy and 50 in the jacuzzi together. And the caption reads, "Just for the record, bro, let's correct the narratives, Curtis. Rub-a-dub-dub, stop." And then he has the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil monkeys. Then this is where shit starts to ramp the up, because 50 Cent starts accusing Marlon Wayans of being a closeted homosexual. And again, that's not what this is about. We love the gays, like I said. This is about Marlon Wayans hiding the fact that he is gay, in my opinion, hiding the fact that he is and being so ashamed of this information coming out that he is defending somebody as monstrous as Diddy, because it feels as though Diddy has dirt on him, and he is afraid that perhaps if he turns on Diddy, then Diddy will turn on him. And being so ashamed of who you are and your sexuality that you are willing to defend Diddy is crazy. So 50 Cent posts this photo of Marlon Wayans, and he's wearing the stupidest shoes I've ever seen in my life, but that's not even the point. The point is the fact that there are rainbow balls on the ground, a rainbow flag on his lap, and he's wearing a rainbow bucket hat. And the caption reads, "Diddy got this fool trying to get at me, LOL, not AI. That's your vibe, boy. Keep my name out your mouth." And it's funny that he mentions no AI, because if you don't know, 50 loves AI. If you don't keep up with all his trolling and all his drama on his page like I do, because I love it, I think it's hilarious, he posts like 100 AI photos a day. Very boomer of him. But the second photo on this slide is Marlon Wayans in the bathtub, and again, there's the rainbow balls, and he's holding a rainbow umbrella. Then Marlon Wayans posts this photo of 50, and he's like all oiled up and shiny, and the caption says, "Where'd you get all the baby oil from, Curtis?" And like, boo, tomato, tomato, like lame ass joke, not even funny at all. He really thought he ate with that one, but I mean, not funny, super corny. You're bad at this. You're gonna lose. You should have never started this mess. But then, of course, 50 eventually does post an AI video. I mean, of course, this wouldn't be a 50 beef if he doesn't post at least one AI video. I would be very disappointed if he didn't, because that's his thing. He loves AI videos. But this photo that he posts is actually a real photo. This is a photo that Marlon Wayans took of him in the rainbow mask. So that's a real picture. But obviously it's an AI video, because it morphs into Marlon Wayans in like the white chick's costume or whatever. So clearly you can see this is an AI video, but I just want to let you guys know that that's a real picture. That's a real picture that Marlon Wayans posted of him in this rainbow mask.
Wait, I forgot to read the caption to you guys. It says, "This punk blowing kisses to Diddy." I don't know why that's so funny to me, but anyways.
Anyway, so you guys get the picture. These guys were going back and forth. In my opinion, Marlon Wayans was getting destroyed because he had no good jokes, no good comebacks, in my opinion. And the saddest part is like he really thought he was eating with this, and it's just like wah, 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 lame. But then he decides to get up on his Instagram and address the comments he made about Diddy when he was talking to Big Boy, but it just made everything 10 times worse. He ended up making everything way worse for himself. Some people would just never know when to shut the up.
All right, so I'm going to make it abundantly clear. I'm not here defending Diddy.
You kind of were, though. You kind of were.
I am here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question and I had an opinion. Nobody's wrong for giving an opinion about any subject, period.
You can give an opinion, but sometimes your opinions are stupid. Sometimes opinions are stupid, and you deserve to get called out for that. Just because you're free to share your opinion does not mean you are automatically free from consequences or from backlash or from other people sharing their opinions about your stupid ass opinion. Does that make sense?
I'm not here defending Diddy. Don't let the narrative fool you or get to you. Once again, somebody's creating narratives. This is my point. So please look at the whole clip that I did, and then look what happens with the narrative. And that's what I'm telling you. Y'all people don't be sheep. Use your brain, use your freedom of thought, your freedom of speech, and don't ever let nobody bully you. Never. Don't let nobody bully you. You got me? Love. Now back to trolling this troll.
Did he just just said Love. Isn't that like Diddy's new name for himself? Love? That's ironic. But don't let anybody bully you. You mean like how Diddy is bullying you, allegedly? But he keeps claiming that people are creating a narrative or changing the narrative or whatever. But we heard with our own ears exactly what you said. You're the one who created this narrative. The fact that he says like nobody's wrong for sharing an opinion. Yeah, somebody could literally ask me what I think about like a known, let's say there was like a known pedophile, somebody who everybody knew was a pedophile. And I defended him and people got mad at me for it. And then I said, oh, all I did was share an opinion. It's just my opinion. That's how stupid you sound. That's literally how stupid you sound. I hate how he is hiding behind free speech and trying to weaponize it. He said something stupid, something ridiculous, was literally defending Diddy, gaslighting the public by saying he wasn't, but we heard him with our own ears. And then he's like, oh, it's free speech and free thought. Don't let anybody bully you. It's like, dude, don't hide behind free speech, please. So if you guys thought that we were already to 100, if you felt like we went from 0 to 100 out of nowhere, buckle in, because shit is about to ramp up to 1,000. It's about to get real weird up in here. So this guy by the name of Ariel posted onto the Twitters this post that reads, Marlon Wayans, I know you are not talking. I will say allegedly for the smidgen of respect I still have left for you. This is what's been floating around. Marlon Wayans has spent 3 decades cultivating a hyper heterosexual, womanizing comedic persona, white chicks, scary movie franchise, stand-up routines centered on female anatomy while privately maintaining a fluid sexual spectrum that includes long-term relationships with men, multiple people inside his inner circle, 3 former personal assistants, 1 ex-bodyguard, and 2 industry producers under NDA breach protection spoke on reoccurring same-sex encounters dating back to the In Living Color era, 1992 to 1994, with at least 4 documented male partners between 1998 to 2023. Primary relationship was a 9-year on and off involvement with a Los Angeles-based entertainment attorney, the name is sealed, practicing at Century City Law Firm from 2008 to 2017, including shared travel on private jets. They even include the tail numbers and co-ownership of a West Hollywood condo, and I'll blur that address. Financial trails show $1.4 million in consulting payments routed through Wayans Brothers Entertainment to the attorneys LLC between 2010 to 2016, far exceeding standard legal retainers. The second significant partner, who was a New York-based creative director, they met on the set of 50 Shades of Black in 2015, who received $680,000 in production bonuses and lived rent-free in the Marlon's Tribeca loft between 2009 to 2015. So-called bodyguard testimony deposed under protection in 2022 details arranging discreet hotel suites in Atlanta, Miami, and Las Vegas for the male guests, with specific requests for no female staff on the floor and burner phones left at the door. Marlon's public support of his transgender child, born in 2000, and repeated Pride Month posts are genuine, but also function as preemptive narrative shielding. It has also been said that there are private conversations where he refers to coming out as career suicide, given the $400 million Wayans brand equity tied to urban heterosexual comedy. Supposedly, there is a 2021 text exchange recovered via forensic imaging of a seized phone, has Marlon telling a male partner, I love you, but the world ain't ready, and my cheeks damn sure ain't. Not confirmed, speculation for now. 2 former assistants state NDA packages for staff explicitly include clauses prohibiting discussion of the boss's personal dating life, male or female, with liquidated damages set at $2 million per breach. No coercion, no minors, no criminality, just a man living a compartmentalized life that would fracture his core audience demographic and decades of marketed identity if fully exposed. The information remains locked behind ironclad NDAs, family loyalty, and financial incentives of the Wayans machine. And if you were wondering, I do have the names of those men he was secretly in a relationship with. I will give you one. The Atlanta-based occasional partner between 2016 to 2021, Terrence T. Mitchell, Mantle, a former music video choreographer turned real estate investor. The ball is in your court now, Marlon Wayans. So if we were to believe this, which listen, this guy provides flight logs, he provides addresses, he provides names, so it would be very easy to disprove this. It'd be very easy to debunk this if you were Marlon Wayans. So I don't know why this guy would include so much information that could easily be disproven if it isn't true. So if we were to believe this, all that talk about Marlon Wayans and narratives and us being sheep and people controlling or spinning the narratives, it seems as though he is the one controlling narratives here through NDAs, through financial incentives, through perhaps threats. He is the one controlling the narrative here. It's very similar to Diddy, right? How he was controlling the narrative, controlling everyone around him. I'm not saying that he is as bad as Diddy. I'm not saying he committed all those crimes, but he seems, in my opinion, to be closeted, just like how Diddy was, and he is controlling everyone around him because he's so afraid of just being honest with people, of just living as his true, honest self. So then we have this person that posted, Camille is the 110, posted from a very reliable source. Marlon and Omar Epps are lovers and have been effing for years now. Sean is not gay. Hashtag Diddy, hashtag Marlon Wayans, hashtag 50 Cent. So guys, I Googled to see if I could find a picture of Marlon Wayans and Omar Epps together. I just wanted to see a photo of them together to see if my gaydar spidey senses would go off, to see, if I could find a picture of them looking kind of gay together. And I was expecting to find maybe one photo of the two of them together, if that, right? I was like, this is a long shot. I doubt I'll even find a picture of them together, but it's worth a shot, right? Guys, when I tell you that I found so many pictures of them together, ones where my gaydar did go off, by the way, they were very close together, so many photos dating all the way back to childhood. Guys. I'm going to put some of these on the screen for you all, and I want to let me know what you guys think. Do these look gay to you or no? This is the two of them together. It says Friends 1987. Obviously, they're going to red carpet events together because they're all dressed up. Here they are in the airport together, so obviously traveling. Here is one of them back in 1987. They look very young. Here is another childhood photo of the two of them together. So yeah, they are either very, 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 very close friends, or they are gay lovers. And again, it doesn't matter if they're gay. It matters the fact that he is so ashamed of sharing this, that he is defending this vile, disgusting, despicable, murderous monster. Because in my opinion, Diddy knows the truth. So he is afraid that if he turns on Diddy and, says unflattering things about Diddy, then Diddy will spill the beans. Diddy will spill the truth about Marlon Wayans, because I feel like personally, in my opinion, that Diddy knows. Diddy knows the truth. And that's why this motherfucker is defending him. That is the whole issue here. When you look at this as a whole, the rumors, the photos, the tweets, which again, I want to be very clear here. These are just rumors at the end of the day. I'm not trying to get sued. But dude, come on. Nobody cares that this man is or isn't. Nobody cares what he does behind closed doors. I mean, I'm sure there are people that do, but the majority of people today in almost 2026, nobody cares. The issue, again, because I don't want anybody coming after me, the issue is not his sexuality. The issue is his honesty. It appears as though he doesn't want to come out and tell the truth because of the career he's built and this image that he's carefully maintained. He spent years playing hyper straight roles, dressing as a woman, and positioning himself a certain way publicly. To him, money and optics matter more than transparency, and that's fine, but now it's got him backed into a corner because instead of living his truth, he now seems forced to defend and protect somebody as vile and disgusting and dangerous as Diddy, a literal monster. And that's the only way any of this makes any goddamn sense. Either Diddy has dirt on him, or he's terrified that if he turns on Diddy, Diddy will turn on him. If he's truly a closeted, then why not come out? Literally nobody cares anymore. It's 2026. And let's be real, he is in one of the safest positions possible. He's rich and he's famous. It's not like what's anybody gonna do to him? Truly. And if he truly believes what that person said in that tweet, if he truly believes that coming out will be career suicide, if he really thinks something like this would hurt his career, I think it would do the exact opposite. Are you kidding me? The woke media would love this shit. The woke liberal media would eat this shit up. He'd be making the rounds on all the shows, The View. They would be praising him. Then he could rebrand and they would push him right back into the spotlight. Wine drunk house moms would be talking about it nonstop. I mean, everybody would be talking about it. All the liberals would love this shit. They live for this shit. Are you kidding me? It would completely revive his career in Hollywood because let's face it, like we haven't heard anything from him in years. I mean, what's the last time you heard of Marlon Wayans? Instead, staying closeted seems far more damaging because now you are being it seems as though you're being forced to defend somebody as vile and dangerous as Diddy, not out of loyalty, but out of fear. Out of fear, he'll expose you. And that's a much worse look than telling the truth could ever be. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all of this. Do you think this guy is closeted? Again, not that it matters. I'm just simply asking, why do you think this guy is hiding all of this and telling everybody else that they're spinning the narrative when he's the one who's been in control of this narrative the whole time? I mean, he is literally part of Hollywood. He controls the narratives. Obviously, this has been going down for years. This guy in this post shared dates dating way back, so he's been up to this for years, just hiding it and controlling the narrative. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Rumble, and I'll see you next time. Take care.